So this lovely car here came to the shop. The roof wasn't going down, so we had to use the live data and check each one of the switches. There are two switches at the top here, micro switch. There are two switches in the back here. There's also switches in the trunk here on both corners, and there are switches on the latch in the back. So we had to check each individual switch to make sure that the vehicle is seeing that the switch is there and is working. These are micro switches. If any one of them isn't working or not doing what it's supposed to do, or not corresponding with the other switch, the vehicle will not open the roof. So the system was saying roof cannot be open. So after doing further checks, we realized that there is a temperature sensor here. So there's a temperature sensor on the front here for the air condition, and there's also a temperature sensor here. Now the customer brought the temperature sensor for here, but not the one for here, because what happened is that the vehicle met in an accident and the wire was cut. So what we did is that we used a temperature sensor from a Toyota Alphard. That's right. So we use a temperature sensor from a Toyota Alphard transmission. We put the sensor there, and now we got the roof to go down. So I'll put it up and I'll show you that it's all working. Now look, as you could see, the roof is going through its sequence. All the glass is going up and everything works. So again, what we had to do, there were some micro switches up here that we had to check. So we checked those. There were switches in the corners of this here, so we had to check those. There were switches here that had to be checked, and also in the trunk there are micro switches behind this here. There's micro switches here, and on this side. It was a tough one, but in the end eventually we got through. Right, so and also in this BMW, what we had to do to make sure that each one of these solenoids work, we had to disconnect the pump. We use a power probe, powered it up, and then we actuated each one of these solenoids individually, and we noticed that the roof was going through each step, so we could individually each step check for this portion, and this portion. So we were able to verify that the solenoids work, the pump work, and also the relays work. Right? So that's just what we have to do to find out issues in cars that comes to our shop. Okay? Have a good day, guys.